I can't do that. I'm not cool like you. I'm never gonna learn that. Stop it. I'm just dumb. All right. Enough of that. Do you know that what you say to yourself, the universe tries to give that to you? It tries to make you that person. It tries to bring you that experience because if you keep saying it, it's like, oh, all right, he must want it. So we're going to make it happen. And also, words are powerful, even your thoughts. It's all energy. It's all energy that gets put into a pot. And then when you match that frequency that it emits, you magnetically pull it to you. Like everything out there is energy. Every single thing, everything that we can touch, that you can taste, you can see, hear, or smell, that is all energy that is vibrating at a certain frequency. It starts out at energy and then it eventually develops into an atom. But before the atom, it is either a positive proton or a negative electron, which are both vibrating energy. Okay? So, three or more protons connect and form an atom. And an atom is pretty much the basic building blocks that make up everything. Like I said, touch, taste, see, feel, or hear. All of that, everything that you can do any of that with is energy. It all starts as energy, okay? So if everything starts off at energy and has a frequency, a vibrating frequency, that means you also do too, which is, they call that an aura. All right, we won't get into that right now, but let's just say that your frequency, or like, let's say that a good frequency starts at, or not starts at, but let's say that a good frequency is between 600 and 700, kind of like your credit score. And then let's say that a uh, one proton or one electron equals 1% of vibrating energy. Okay? That and that energy then gets pulled together and then connects. And that's what forms the atom. And then the atom pretty much is it forms a timeline that you can then match to and be a part of. So if you put all of your thoughts of that one specific thing into one pot that you're cooking, we're gonna go with cooking. All right. So like you're stirring up this pot. So every single thought on this one thing. So let's say that you are afraid of hitting a deer when you're driving. So every time that you think about this, that 1% gets put into that pot. Okay. So let's say that you have thought about that within a matter of 2 months. Let's say that you've thought about that about 50 times, okay? And then you also make that joke with your friends or with your coworkers or something. And they also make that joke, or they also say, that's probably a bad example, but it works. So if they're all making that joke and they're all thinking about it, that also gets put into the same pot. So we're at 50% right now, all right? And let's say that they've discussed it, I don't know, 100 times. So right there's 150. So that timeline is now raised its vibration to 150%. All right, so you're at 600 to 700. So you're only 450% away from that, which is not that far because we're constantly changing our energy and we're constantly shifting vibrations, shifting frequencies, and shifting timelines. You're always jumping to a new timeline. All right, now let's say we have a scenario. Let's say that you're running late for work, all right, and you end up stubbing your toe. It's so bad. And then you have. I gotta hold on to the table. Okay, at this very moment, you are at a Y right now, and you have the option to go positively about this because there's always something positive about everything that happens for us because nothing happens to us, it's always for us. Or you have another option to go into the direction of being negative, which that negative is energy. So stubbing your toe is where free will comes in. You have the option to raise your frequency or lower your frequency. So at this moment, you're at the Y, and you have, all right, we're gonna go positive with this first, but you're at the Y, and you're like, all right, this is here for a reason. I stubbed my toe because it's trying to make me stop, which in that point it's probably telling you to slow down because you're moving too fast. You're missing everything that's around you. Every beautiful thing. Or if you are the person that hits snooze on your alarm a lot, then it's a sign telling you to just get up. Get up. It's time. All right. In that experience, by opting into the positive frequency, you are then raising your vibration. So for the not the rest of the day, but technically for the rest of the day, you are setting your intentions to be at that vibration. But you're obviously going to get another option to raise it even more or to lower it because that's how life works. But let's say that you went the other way. Mother... I don't know. Who put that there? Why did you put that there? Who moved that? Why does everything happen to me? And first of all, that's going to lower your energy because you're feeding the bad thoughts. And secondly, you're setting yourself up for failure for the rest of the day. You are only going to bring in that same energy that you just threw out there. It's like a boomerang. You throw it and it comes back. In the same form, figure, height, weight, everything that you threw it to begin with. And let's say that we're going to start your frequency at 355%. Yeah, I know that's low, but you've just had bad experience lately and you need to crawl out of it because you're just going to keep crawling in deeper if you don't change your thoughts and your actions. But that is not on this episode. Okay. So you're at 355, all right? And we're going to say hitting the deer is at, we're going to say 200. Hitting the deer is at 200. All right? So we're starting you at 355. And stubbing your toe, and we're gonna just for this scenario, we're gonna drop you down. You're gonna get hit by that deer. Shh, don't tell anybody. So you're at 355 and you stub your toe. That then you went into the direction of lowering your vibration. That will say lowers your vibration by, we'll say 55%. Because you threw some words out there and you blamed it on a couple people, which that energy then gets broadcasted for them to magnetically pull it in. So that then throws a ripple effect out there. And that then, no, we won't go into that. That's a whole nother like study thing. What are you doing, Bubba? You come say hi. You come say hi. Come here. Come on. I got you. Come on. Come on. Hi, Bubba. Here's a bro. You say hi, Bubba. You say hi. You say hi, baby. And That then creates a ripple effect. We all are connected. We are all one collective that are experiencing different experiences. We're kind of like a booger that gets flung across the room, and then each one of those spots has to figure out its own life because we're all connected. All right, let's say that stubbing your toe brought you down to 300. All right, so now you are now on a timeline of 300 energy. So that traffic light on your way to work, that car that is going really slow, um, the construction that you come up to that's gonna make you even later. Like, all of this is literally your option of free will to raise your vibration back up. So you're at the Y again, and you have the option to go positively about this because there's a lesson out of it, trying to tell you to slow down probably, or to stop hitting the alarm, just wake up on time or go to bed early. Or you can go the negative way, which then you are creating that timeline for yourself. That's just going to help you get into an argument with your coworker or a family member or a child or even a pet. I argue with my pets all the time. Little shitheads got their own like personality and stuff. Your frequency is now at 300. All right. So, all right, you finish getting ready for work. You get into the car. You lost your keys. You can't find your keys. You forgot them because you're so irritated about this and being late that it started this whole ripple effect. All right? You staying with me? You staying with me? Okay. And then you go inside, you scramble around, you're really irritated, therefore you're lowering your vibration even more. So now we're at 290. We'll do 290. You're now at 290. And you find your keys. You eventually find your keys, you get in your car, and you start driving. Alright? You're driving down the road, and there's a damn red light. And you're already running a little late. So, you now have the option again. Are you going to be mad at this red light, or are you going to look at it as a lesson or something positive out of it? You know, you have this moment to sit there and to think about who you want to be today, what type of mood you want to be in. Right? So we're going to say that you, again, chose the negative way because your whole morning has been slightly irritating. So why change it now? Why change it now? I mean, you have the option, but you're not going to do it, which is free will. You have the opportunity to do that. Go ahead and do it. We're going to say that you get pissed off at this red light. You're fuming right now. You're road raging. You're tapping your finger on the steering wheel. You know? And then, not to throw out there the music that you're listening to, that's also going to lower your vibration. All of this, everything around you is energy, and it affects you in some sort of way because it is literally reflecting your inside. Everything is reflecting your inside. All right, we were at 390, 290. We're at 290. Now this red light has got you down to 2. We'll say 265 because of the music, because of the words you're saying, and because of the energy that you are currently holding. All right? You get to work. You have a little argument with your boss, and You don't ever start it, but she just keeps poking the bear, so you're already not feeling cool. And what type of person do you want to be right now? Do you want to be. That doesn't matter why. That doesn't matter why. But let's just say that you. Like, she's starting to make you feel some sort of way. Alright? And there, again, you have the option to. You have this option again. But because we're trying to get you to this time zone, right? So we're gonna say that you went the bad way. Not good, not good, not good. Again, we're working on it. We're working on it. So that then brings you to where are you at? 265. So now we're gonna say you're at 230. Time that you're supposed to go. So that also lowers your vibration because now you're getting antsy, you know? You're thinking about this, that, and the other thing. And you're not being present and you're getting antsy. So all of that is also lowering your vibration. Probably 1% at a time. So we're probably at 1% per second. So you're probably at what did I say, 230? So you're now down to 229, 228, 227, 226, 225, 224, 223, 222. We're gonna stop there. Angel numbers. But eventually, by the time that you get out of work, you are now at 200. You were 50% away from that initial thought that began back months ago when you first hit that second deer. Yes, 2 deer. I hit 2 deer within 2 weeks. Maybe it was 3 weeks. However long it took for them to pay me and then for me to go buy another vehicle. And before I even got that vehicle home, it didn't even see my house. And I killed it. But you're at 200 right now. So you're only 50 away. You're 50 away from that tragic experience. But in that case, you are now. Now is finally time for you to go. You got all your work done. You made up for that extra time that you were late. And you're almost home. And then you realize that you don't have any creamer for your coffee tomorrow morning. Do you get mad because now you have to turn around and go back 15 minutes back that way, which then brings you 15 minutes back this way. So that's an additional 30 minutes before you actually get home to probably do nothing. You're probably going to sit on the couch and watch TV. But that's not the point. That's not the point. So that then drops your vibration. And you're now at 180. That's not good. Not good. You get at the store. And they're out of it. They're out of your creamer. You know what that happens? You are presented with another option. You are presented with the same option. Do you want to go left? Or do you want to go right? Considering your whole day, we're going to say you're going to go left. You're going to go negatively. You end up yelling at the worker there because they don't know how to stock their fridge enough for the week, or they don't know how to order enough, or just something. It's something on them. It's their fault. They're the problem right now. Now you're at 100 and 50. You get in that car. You start driving home, and you're still mad. You're tapping on a thing. You're listening to bad music. And you're yelling. You're yelling. You're hitting your steering wheel, probably, as you're yelling. You ended up buying the off-brand one. The one that you don't, it has that slight taste that it doesn't hit the right spot. So you got your creamer, you're good to go. And then you're driving down the road. And when you least expect it, at that very moment that you get that thought, why am I here? I hate life. I'm always miserable. I never do anything right. People don't like me. Just all that bad stuff going through your mind at this moment. You know, self-talk that's bad. And that then presents you with that deer. And at that moment, not at that moment, but with that experience, it's not trying to ever hurt you. I mean, in that sense, like, obviously. But in another sense, it's not trying to hurt you. It's only trying to get you to wake up. To wake up and realize that it doesn't have to be this way. You are in charge of every single second of every single day in your life. You are in charge of that. So you have the option, the free will, to bring joy to every second. I mean, obviously, if you're not in control of that. But you have the option to watch joyful things, to listen to joyful things, to talk to joyful people, to go do things that bring you joy. You literally have that option to create your entire life as it reflects everything inside of you. So if you were mostly joyful, then your reflection of the outer world is also going to be mostly joyful. Like, we obviously have our ups and downs. We obviously have our days. But in that moment, don't get angry. Stop and ask, what is this trying to do for me? What do I need to look at? What can I learn out of this? Energy crashes or it flows. It's its only options. If it crashes, it means you need to stop and think about something. You need to stop and take a second. So I hope that helped. Thank you for watching. Come back for the next one. It'll be better than this one. I can almost guarantee that. Okay, bye. Also, I would like to add one more thing. That positive charged energy is lighter than negative charged energy. That is why people that are vibrating at a fear-based energy or guilt or shame or any of that, that's why you feel weighted down. That's why you feel like you're tired all the time, because you're holding on to that heavy energy. Like, positive energy is light. Like light. It's very light. Like, it's dense, I guess you should say. Like, anything on this anything on this um, dimension, or this timeline, anything on this timeline, it has a density of weighing something because it's at a lower energy because it doesn't have free will. It just is. So that's why you can touch it, taste it, see it, feel it, and hear it. But anything that is light beyond that is off of this plane. You have to be at a higher vibrating frequency in order to see it, like spirits, because they are a positive charge. They are a super positive charge. That's why they're very light. And then to us they flow, or they're they're wherever they want to be. They don't have to be weighed down. They're not weighed down.